Christmas has come early, ladies and gentlemen, with Farming Simulator 22 patch 1.2 out today on the 16th of December. We have 16 new machines and tools added to the game. With so much to see and do, let's stop listening to me and go and take a look. Welcome back, everybody. Let's have a look at all the new vehicles and equipment we've got in this latest update. We'll jump straight into the store. And as you can see here, looking first at the ABI 550 and 1600 liquid transportation systems. So funnily enough, only in one of my previous Let's Play episodes, I was complaining that I needed some sort of mid-sized transportation device for carrying water to my greenhouses, and the 1600 looks absolutely perfect for that. If we jump into both of these, we've got the option to change the rim colour and add a license plate if we need to. Very nice. You can see the pump on the front there. If we take a look at the 1600, which gives us just over 6,000 litres, this is a nice looking piece of equipment. The next item on the list is the Amazon T-Pack U. Now this is right at the end on the right hand side. You can see it here. It is a weight which helps keep the tractor balanced and poised and improves traction. We can add additional weight to this. If we take a look at the options here, we can add another 100, 200, 300, 400, all the way up to 700 kilograms at the cost of an extra £100 per 100 kilograms. Next, we have the Bomech Trac-Pack. As you can see here, coming in at the bottom end of the tiering system at £62,000. And I think that sits quite nicely underneath the Multi-Profi 2115, which is just that bit wider, but at the same time, a bit slower. So we're losing 3 meters underneath the 2115 here on this slurry distributor, but it does certainly allow us to move a bit quicker. Again, a nice looking piece of equipment. Attention to detail is fantastic. I'm loving seeing all these various pipes here with the spray heads on the top. We'll have a look at this one again in a minute along with the others. No other options here. We can add a license plate and that's it on this particular piece of equipment. Next, we have 3 beautiful new tractors in the form of the AFS Connect series. We have the Quadtrac coming in at 488,000. We have the Quadtrac at 506,000, and we have the wheeled version of the AFS Connect series at 402. The Quadtrac comes in at 468 horsepower, but we can bump that right up to 558. It will add a huge £41,000 onto the purchase price, but I think that's got to be worth it. We also have the 470 version, which gives us 524 horsepower, and the standard 420 giving us 468. Plenty of options there for the Quadtrac. We jump across to the Quadtrac. I suspect we're going to have exactly the same. Let's have a look. 620. No, I lie. The 620 here is giving us a whopping 692 horsepower. But we do get hit in the wallet at £108,000 added to the ticket price of this vehicle, making it, yes, a huge £614,000. Other options come in at the 580 with 647 horsepower, the 540 at 613, the 500 at 558 horsepower, and then obviously back down to the base at 424. We can change the license plate on this one, but there's not really much else to say. And we'll have a quick look at the standard wheeled version, where we can of course make adjustments to our various tyres, Michelins, Continentals, Mitas, and so on. And we have options of twinned wheels with weights, and of course typically normally different options depending on the tyre manufacturer that you go for. Engine setup for the wheeled version starts at 524 horsepower for the Steiger 470. But this also goes up to 692 horsepower, adding a not meager 89,000 to the ticket price. We have the Steiger 580, which pulls 647 horsepower, the 540 pulling 613 horsepower, and the 500 at 558. Working down our list here, we jump in to Fliegl. I may be pronouncing that wrong. Fliegl, I suspect. And here we are looking at the Noah TTW. Let's go across and see if we can find that one. Here we go. So it's a new type of transport for animals. We can carry 6 cows, 13 pigs, or 13 sheep. This one comes in at £25,000. It's a nice, tidy looking vehicle. No things to change on this. We can add the license plate, which is pretty standard, but not even a change of colour here. We'll get this one hired and we'll take a look at this one as well shortly. Next, we jump down to Kongskilde for 2 new mowers. We have the GXF 3605P and the GXT 13005P. Let's take a look at the smaller one first. You only need 95 horsepower to pull this. The width of this one is 3.5 meters. And this is one you'll stick right on the front of your tractor. Very nice indeed. And then here we have the GXT 13005P and a much bigger beast, 200 horsepower. So if you coupled that with the front mower, you are going to need something with a little bit of grunt just to get this all moving. This has a working width of 12.3 meters and a pulling speed of 13 miles an hour. Let's have a look at the work modes very quickly. We have a collector on here, which adds £1,500 to the ticket price, and that's it. All in all, a very nice looking piece of kit. Next, jumping into Krone, and we have a big pack, 1290 HDP VC. So we jump across here, and this is the bad boy at the end. It is a baler. Now, this is a beast of a baler. You're going to need 245 horsepower to pull this thing, and it will take you up to 10 miles per hour. You have variable widths here on square bales from 180 centimeters to 240. The whole thing at base rate comes in at £155,000. Let's have a look at the additives tank. That adds another £2,000 onto it. And I believe, yes, it doesn't actually make a change to the required horsepower. And that's a nice feature, which just adds a little bit of extra value to this particular piece of equipment. Next to the big pack, we have also the GX520, which is a lovely trailer. Trailer tipper, should I say. This will hold 52 cubic meters. And we have various different things that we can look at. The typical wheel setup, but we also have the ability to add a cover, which folds with a split down the middle quite nicely, even either side. Flying into the next item on the list under KUHN, we have the PRIMOR 15070, which is a straw spreader, and we can stick 2 bales into here and that will rip it to pieces and chuck it out. Perfect for all your animal husbandry activity. 100 horsepower required for this one, takes 2 bales. Cost is £36,000. No other features on this one at the moment, but the ability to add our license plates as usual. Moving down the list here to Landini. Lovely little tractor. So now we have a new Series 7 Robo-Six. So that's the tight little tractor that's great for grapes and olive farming. And this one is a bit more of a beast. Nice to have another Landini tractor in the range. We have a range of engine setups. So the 200, which starts us off at 190 horsepower. The 210, which is 210 horsepower, funnily enough, but adds another £10,000 to the ticket price. The 230, which is just shy of 230 horsepower at 225. And then we are back to the base 200. We can add a front loader. We can adjust our different tyres as usual on our wheel setup. We can adjust the main colour and rim colour. And of course, we can add our license plate. Moving down to the penultimate item on our new vehicles and equipment list today, we have the Samasz and we have the Tornado 252. If you are ever stuck in snowy weather and you need to blast that snow out of the way, hook this up to the front of your tractor and you'll find yourself very quickly chewing through any swaths of snow that are in your way. 90 horsepower, £9,500 with a working width of 2.5 meters. Travelling up to 6 miles per hour. And working our way to the final item on our list today, Vervaet, and we have the Hydro Trike 5x5. So this is a specialist piece of equipment. She'll carry 20 cubic meters of liquid, 530 horsepower, and a 12-mile-an-hour working speed. Let's just have a quick look at the different design setups we've got here. We've got the Launch Edition or the Standard Edition. Let's just have a look at those again. I'll move the camera around. Standard Edition and the Launch Edition. Of course, we can add our license plate. All fantastic. Well, here you can see everything that's new in this particular 1.2 patch. I'm going to jump down and take a closer look at all the lovely, juicy equipment. I'm very excited to get up and close and personal with some of these big machines. Yes, they all look very nice indeed. I'm very tempted to hook some up. We'll certainly jump in the tractor and just give that a whiz around. We've got 3 to try. I'm very keen to try the Hydro Trike here. It's just a unique looking vehicle. And it can't be denied, the mowers that we have here, the GXT and the GXF, are huge. So we'll get those hooked up as well and just have a look at how they feel. And then we have a beautiful triplet of case. I presume case is the collective noun for many cases. What a beautiful sight that is. And lastly, some very useful pieces of equipment here, particularly these small Bowsers. I've jumped straight into the Quadtrac here. Let's start this thing up. Let's get nice and close so we can hear the engine sounds. Absolutely beautiful. Check the lights. We've got a full range of lights here, 360 as you'd expect. Let's slowly pull out, and I think we'll hitch up to perhaps the mower. Actually, no, maybe not the mower. We need something with a front lift on it. Have a look at the interior. Very nice indeed. Very nice indeed. We'll have a quick whiz up the road and we'll come back again and we'll try out the Landini and hook that one up to the mower. Right, let's jump in the old Landini. I say old, it's absolutely brand new. Let's get the engine underway. We'll have a quick look in the cab. Very nice, very modern looking with all the white trim. Though I do wonder how effective white trim is inside a farm vehicle. There's going to be mud in here. Still, it is a beautiful interior. So let's get underway and go pick up those mowing components. Have a bit of a reverse here. Fantastic. Beautiful. Let's head over to the farm and give this a whirl. So the first thing I want to look at is the opening animation. Let's unfold the rear mowers. That's lovely. And we'll drop those down. And then let's do the same on the front. And we'll get that underway. I don't have a huge amount of grass here. And there we go. I've left the front mower off just for the time being because I didn't upgrade the Landini to the largest engine and she just doesn't have the grunt. If I put the front mower on as well, the actual tractor just will not move. But there we go. That's a fantastic piece of equipment. If you're into grass care, hay or any of that, then I have to say that is potentially a new purchase for you. You're going to have a lot of fun with this particular piece of equipment. Now it's just started raining here, but I do want to give the Hydro Trike a quick run through. Let's get the engine started. Have a quick look in the interior, fairly basic in here. And we'll give this a quick drive. Fantastic piece of equipment. I don't have any slurry on this farm, so I can't unfortunately show you how we might pick that up, but lovely driving experience, a fantastically unique piece of equipment. This is certainly going to be a fun piece of machinery to own and drive. Well, I hope that was useful to you, ladies and gentlemen. A quick flyby of the new equipment and vehicles in the latest patch update 1.2. Take care, and I'll see you soon.